But God is so good that even though other people have bad reviews of your story, even though other people would rate the story of your life and the movie of your life badly, he still blesses you.
See, God wants to do exceedingly and abundantly above all that you may ask or think, but you got to be willing to step into the promised land. You got to be willing to be faithful enough to do what God asked you to do, because he wants to wow you. He wants to knock you off of your feet, but you got to be faithful enough to let him.
And the problem is with marriages nowadays is that when we get married, we leave God at the altar. And we never invite him back into our lives. And we never invite him back into our homes. And we never establish a relationship with him, and we wonder why so many marriages are scattered.
A man that had no sin became sin for the forgiveness of sin. He shed his blood for you, and he shed it for me, and we didn't even deserve it. And for that, I will always give him my praise. I will always choose Jesus.
When everybody starts touching stuff that is really valuable, guess what the value does? It goes down. So you need to thank God, because every time you were rejected, every time you were denied, every time someone said, "Nah, you ain't good enough," every boyfriend that broke your heart, every loan that you got denied for, every time someone said, "Nah, bruh, that ain't gonna work," that was God keeping people from decreasing your value.
And I understood that as I look in the mirror, I gotta start loving me. I gotta start loving me, and not because of where I'm at, but because I ain't where I was, and also too because I'm not where I was. That shows that there's a progression and that it takes time. So that means I still got growing to do. That means God's still moving on me. He's still changing me. So I gotta start looking in the mirror and being okay with that. I gotta love me, not because of me, but because he just saw something in me.
I don't know what your daddy is today, but today is the last day that you're going to cry over that. Today is going to be the last day that you cry over that.
Say what you want to say. Look at me however you want to look at me. She ain't kicking it with everybody. My son ain't kicking it with everybody. Because what happens is this. They go to the forbidden place, or they go somewhere and they pick up stuff. And then they take it back home, and then they want you to co-sign on it like it's cool. Man, the devil is a liar, man. Like, you can call me snooty booty, uppity, holier than thou if you want. I don't care. Because the last thing our God wants us to become is something that he never created us to become.
I found myself trying to get closer and closer to Jesus, because I knew that he was the only one that was going to get me out of that thing. He was the one that was going to pull me out of that dark place that was trying to consume me. And see, that's the problem. Some of us, we find ourselves in those dark places, and instead of running to Jesus, we run away from Jesus. And that's when the problem comes in, and that's when you find yourself trying to figure out how to get out of this thing. The goal is not to go away from. The goal is to run to. And that's what you have to remember, that no matter what the circumstance looks like, no matter what life is throwing at you, run to him, not run away from him.
I say, son, did you do all this whining for the past few minutes because you wanted some applesauce? Daddy got a whole box of applesauce in there. Had you have come to me at the beginning and asked me for the applesauce, Daddy would have surely and freely given it to you. But you wasted so much time whining that you could have had your applesauce a long time ago. And sometimes when we go and we have issues, we complain, we frustrate, and we whine about it before taking it to God. God is sitting there waiting and said, I'm waiting for you to ask me. Why won't they ask me? I know you're dealing with some stuff. Will you please ask me? But you put it on Facebook, you put it on Twitter, you call and text your friends, you're looking for sad faces, somebody to respond to you. God says, nothing's gonna happen until you put me in it.